That's a weird question, but I don't know how.
Upgrade sex education in our and put it into our education system.
For all
A child molests another child.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Hello, I Srishti welcome you to the first episode of News Bachpan. The curiosity will be there in your minds regarding what topic we are going to discuss. So here's a disclaimer for you guys. So with the rise in the cases of child sexual abuse in our society, we have decided to have a social experiment to see what our society has opinions regarding child sexual abuse.
Do you think there are as many female abusers as male abusers?
I think male abusers would be more than female abusers for sure in this.
Men and women sexually abused equally.
You know, it's a dicey question, but if we go by the statistics, whatever we have, we know that yes, I may sound orthodox, but then we know that it is men, because you know the primary reason of abusing, molesting, groping, harassing is that the main root cause is patriarchy, and people, I mean men, have to be taught the concept of consent, and it is not going to be applicable unless sex education is introduced, plain and simple.
Do you think there are as many female abusers as male abusers?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so what do you think then? Do you think there are more male abusers or more female abusers?
Actually, I've heard more about male abusers. Like, I've
come across so many. We have come across so many male abusers than female abusers. According to my perspective, there is nothing like that. In the sense, there will be female abusers as well who take advantage of the constitution, but they misuse the rights. There was a movie also shooted called Section 375, which is exactly the example for that.
Do you think there are more male abusers than the female abusers, or are they equal?
Yes, there are more male abusers than female abusers.
Definitely.
But they are not into like.
Even if there are more, given that there are more male abusers, we cannot say the exact number because a lot of crimes can go unreported.
So Rahul, do you think there are equally men and women abusers in this world, sexual abusers?
Yes, they are equally sexual abuser in this world. There are so many guys don't go report the sexually abused because they feel it's not right, because they feel it's people will tease them, so they don't go and report all this sexual abuse on them. But there are girls who do sexual abuse on guys, so there are equal abusers in this world. But I feel somewhere guys stand more in sexual abusing girls, so this should be reported more, and more girls should stand or raise their voice against the sexual abuse they are going through. So, and guys should support the girls to raise their voice. This is my voice on that.
Do you think there are equal number of male and female sexual abusers in this world?
Yeah, I do feel that, but I don't know the amount of abusers at both. I feel like women ratio is a little more compared to men.
So we've heard situations like a kid, sexually abuses another kid. Why do you think that happens? What is the reason for that?
I think that because of the lack of sexual education in our country, everybody tends to take things for granted, and whenever they don't have a way to control their urges or something, they just take it out on whoever they see, and because they are that way, and even the parents defend them when it goes to court and stuff. So I think that is a huge problem.
So we've heard cases like young kids abuse other kids. So why do you think that happens? What is the reason for that?
I feel it's because of their surrounding or the environment they grow together. When guys they get into seniors touch, like even they'll be small, but they get attracted by how guys how they act cool. They feel when guys do stuff like this, they feel they're cool. So kids, they tend to see that and they want to grow like that. So they feel like, oh, teasing a girl, abusing someone, or ragging over there, it's cool. We have good name in the place. So I guess that is where they get into all this abusing thing.
So do you think pornography increases, the sexual abuses?
It's more about viewership, so of course people view it and hence they promote it and hence they make more of it. So to a certain extent, yes, it is a kind of a child abuse. Then because pornography is a kind of child labor is abusing is and many different kind of abuse. One of it is sexual.
Do you think porn increases the rate of sexual abuse?
It's not the case that porn increases the rate of sexual abuse, but the thing is, as Nikhil said, due to lack in sexual education, the kids who see the porn will think it is what they can do. If they are educated about that, it will be not such a worst case. But if they are not educated about that, what they see, they will try to implement, and that makes a sexual abuse.
Okay, what do you think about the role of sex education? Or do you think it's not necessary and it is something acquired over age, something someone can acquire themselves without, having an education as such?
It's actually important to have sex education, but then our constitution is now looking into it, if I'm not wrong. What about you?
I think sex education is very important, but it is the mentality of the people in our society. I don't think the younger generation will accept this, but the older generation people, I don't think their mentality is suited for this present scenario. As we say that generation differs with mindsets.
And what do you think is the role of sex education? Do you think it is important, or do you think it is something acquired naturally over a period of time?
I think it is important to educate. Sex education at in schools, maybe organizations spreading sex education is very important, so that the children are aware of what they are up for. What is wrong.
Can you comment on the role of sex education? Do you think it is necessary, or do you think it is something acquired over age naturally?
No, it's necessary only, because many of them don't know about all these precautions and all. So sex education is so important for all of them. For all of us, sex education is so important.
What age do you think sexual education must be introduced?
I think the better it is introduced, the earlier it is introduced, it is better, because you see a lot of cases happening, and actually minor people are the ones who are involved in such cases. So I think it's better if they start early.
What do you think is the appropriate age to introduce sex education to kids?
I think it should be the age where they hit puberty, because then their hormones change, the way they look at other guys or girls change, and because of that I think that is the appropriate time, and it can be carried over till high school or something.
So at what age do you think sexual education must be introduced to kids?
I feel 15 is the right age.
What age do you think sexual education must be started given?
15 or 14.
And should it be mandatory in schools?
Yeah, it should be, definitely. People should actually know what it is and what you're going through, the hormonal changes you're going through. They definitely need to be educated, yeah.
Do you think when a child gets abused sexually, do you think he or she should take responsibility?
Yes, of course. If she is a victim of it, she has to take responsibility to come to the police and file a case.
File a case?
Yeah, sure.
But do you think she should be guilty about it?
No, she shouldn't be. He or she, they shouldn't be guilty, because very sorry for them who have already a victim of it, but then they have to come out of it and go to the police.
Okay, when a child gets abused, do you think that they should be guilty about it and they should feel insecure about it, or do you think they should be open about it and go ahead and file?
They should be open about it and just go and just stand for yourself and just say, if you trust anyone, then say it and just case to file.
If you catch your sibling sexting, how would you respond or how would you react to it?
It depends on how old my sibling is. If they're elder to me, then I think they have the mental maturity to take decisions and go about with how they deal with their body or a physical relationship. But if it's somebody younger to us, I think that we should, instead of seeing them as the problem, I think we should we should be able to talk about it openly with our family. And the reason why everybody is suppressing either their physical needs or their emotional needs is because people are not able to talk about it more often.
If you see your sibling sexting someone, how would you react to it or how would you respond?
That's a weird question, but I don't know how I would react, but for sure it would be awkward.
What would you do in that situation?
I would just walk out from that place because it's their wish to sext anyone. I am no one to ask them don't sext or don't do anything.
Oh. If you catch your sibling sexting, how would you respond or react to it?
It depends on the age. If I catch them at 9, I'd probably be taken back at the age they're doing it. If they're in 14 and 13, I'd probably try to sit and talk to them and educate about what they're actually doing here. I wouldn't hit them or do anything like that. I would actually sit them down, talk to them because they're teenagers. Right? So you got to deal the way that is suitable for their age.
If you catch your sibling sexting, how would you react or respond?
I don't think being angry on someone when you doing is the right thing to do. Basically, most of the things happen because of lack of knowledge. So if you educate, I personally feel if you educate them properly, everything will fall into its place.
Do you think helplines are good? Do you think they're helpful?
Absolutely. There should be helplines because many a times what happens is when the children are abused in the family, they have no one to talk to. They feel very guilty. Yes, and they cannot open up to the family members, and that is where anonymity and helplines will definitely be helpful.
And do you think helplines are helpful?
Helplines are helpful, but not much because some random guy comes. You don't know, he don't use mobiles, and you don't know how to abuse them. You just need money to save his life.
Right, that makes sense. And do you think youth organizations like Bachpan are helpful, and what do you think that we should do so that people become aware of us?
See, first of all, I think it's very important to spread awareness about sexual abuse. Most of the time it happens within the families, and then everybody should definitely know about the good touch and bad touch, and they should be taught that in the very initial stages of their lives, whether it's girls or boys.
What do you think of youth organizations like Bachpan? Do you think they're helpful?
Yeah, helpful, but people not aware of that.
People are not aware of it. So what do you think? What do you think we can do to make people more aware of organizations like
these? We can spread to colleges, schools.
Okay.
Like we teach the students subjects. Like we can teach that too.
Great.
So here we conclude our social experiment with top 9 points to be kept in our mind regarding child sexual abuse. tell us what's your take on these questions in the comment section, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel for such amazing content.